Hi, I'm Debbie Rudd. I'm a principal at RM Design Group, and I'm in the Community Planning and Urban Design Group.
Hey there, everybody. I'm Scott Martin. I'm an architect principal and focus mainly on conceptual design in our architectural group.
Hi, I'm Randy Russom, architect with RRM, and I lead up the commercial and hospitality portion of design. And I think this is an area where the question before us, what changes are going to last in design that have come out of our current crazy world that we now live in? I think that's going to play heavily into commercial, but I'm sure everybody's going to have something to say about that one.
You know, Randy, you say commercial. It's funny, we've already seen it in both commercial projects and residential projects. You know, I think the big ones are outdoor space, and this work from home concept. I see every unit, every house, every anything we design to be incorporating some sort of work from home option now.
Right. The flex space is now mandatory space. Not only do you need a place for the kids to play or to do their homework, but now mom and dad need a place. So what does that tell us? These small compact residential sizes are going to see a bump up in average as we go into the future. That's certainly a buck in the trends we've seen for the last decade.
Yeah, right. Everything got smaller and smaller, but I think the other thing people found out is they don't need a lot to work from home. I mean, some of us had the luxury of having a guest room or a dedicated office, but some of us are on the kitchen table, and some of us found the perfect closet that you can open and have a desk inside. Literally, my kid is doing homeschool from his closet, which he loves. He's stoked about it, and I kind of like because his room's never that clean, and it's well hidden from his teacher who sees it. So,
Well, and adding on to that, what I'm noticing in the neighborhoods, we're using our parks and our sidewalks and our trails in our neighborhoods, and so planning new development, planning that outdoor space so people can get outside. They have a park space, they have trails and bike trails all in their development. That's going to be critical, even more critical than it has been in the past decade. I think we're really seeing a big use of, and I think cities are going to need to reinvest in their parks and trails because people have a newfound love for the outdoors.
I agree, and not just on a public standpoint, Debbie, because yes, that we all need that. We need to be able to walk our neighborhood, but now we all need a place where we can meet guests outside. In the last 8 months, I've had a handful of people over to my house, and none of them inside. We've hung out on the deck or, met on the porch. Those sort of opportunity meetings where you can be in fresh air and see that, I think, are going to see even more demand. And Randy, I think that leads right into restaurants too. I think we've heard some of that from them as well.
Yeah, I was going to jump right into that. I think that is a lasting lesson that being in, the mild climate of California allows us to take advantage of, is that we may have very small indoor restaurants and very large restaurants that can function outdoor at the drop of a hat. And I think that's probably going to start expanding out to any perceived public gathering areas. I think for any venue to survive, they're going to have that type of option that exists.
Yeah, and I think it runs right into our urban design and our downtown planning. And this has given us such an opportunity to study our downtowns and how they would function if we eliminated parking and expanded sidewalks and changed traffic patterns, maybe took all the traffic out altogether. And we've learned in that scenario, sometimes we learn that a certain street might need a little bit of traffic or bike traffic. and need to be back reopened, and other streets are functioning quite well with no traffic on them and completely taking over that street. But in any case, it's going to have an effect on how we plan our future downtowns, what retailers and restaurants are comfortable with not having a parking space right in front of their store, if that could be a parklet, or if they could turn their whole street into a Wooner or a shared street. I think it's very exciting to see what's going to happen in our downtown planning and reimagining our downtowns in the next decade. Another area is in the hospitality industry. We're seeing a huge uptick in glamping. So RV resorts, people are buying RVs left and right, and the RV resorts are packed because people don't want to be, they like the idea of having their own confined space. And that goes for other glamping options too, cabins or tent cabins. Where you get your own bathroom, your own confined space, but you can still be on vacation and you can be in the outdoors. So we're seeing across the country a huge uptick in glamping and glamping projects, and cities that are interested in adding that, and developers who are interested in, for the first time, embarking on glamping. Yeah.
Well, we're starting to even see it in the traditional hotel industry, where people are looking at redesigning projects to create extended stay hotels, as opposed to the adding as many doors as you can, because they're seeing the industry look for longer stays, which require a higher level of amenity within the unit, a little more space and a little more isolation from the rest of the people, so you're not going out for every single thing you need. And I think that's going to play into the hospitality design for quite a while here.